About a quarter after the hour, time now for What's Trending. Well, there's a lot of trash on the bottom of the Great Lakes, but if you look hard enough, you may just find some treasure. And that's what happened in Michigan on Friday after a diver found a decades-old message in a bottle in the local marina. During a late evening dive on Friday, owner of Nautical North Family Adventures Captain Jennifer Dowker discovered a 95-year-old artifact. It was actually a bottle, and the message, there was a note inside that read, "Will the person who finds this bottle give this paper to George Morrow, Sheboygan, Michigan?" That was dated 1926. So after it was shared on Facebook, it quickly gained a lot of attention, and eventually Dowker was able to find George's daughter. And while she plans to come and take a look at the note herself in September, the daughter says she would rather have Dowker keep it. Dowker says the bottle probably isn't the only interesting artifact at the bottom of the Sheboygan County Marina, and I bet she's right about that. You know, there's so much to be discovered in just the Great Lakes area, and I mean, it's incredible. But we hear about these message in a bottle stories every once in a while, but I don't think I've ever heard about one that's this old, almost 100 years old, and still in really good condition.
Yeah, and it was really cool that she was able to find the daughter of the guy that it was addressed to. So we should totally, try to follow that, see what happens in the future. That would be really cool. And I wonder what kind of, memories that'll bring up for her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I saw this story too on Facebook a couple days ago, and I thought it was just so neat seeing all the comments and everyone just discussing how neat of a find it was, and that they were even looking for those family members, and some of them even coming forward to make that tie to the connection. So really just a cool story all around, and really neat seeing that bringing family together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of looking, these cows in this next story, they are looking for a destination. They just don't know where to go. So holy cow, a herd of cows got loose and they ran through a neighborhood in Pico Rivera, California on Tuesday night. And it's believed they escaped from a slaughterhouse in the area. At least 20 cows were seen running down roadways, then cutting through yards and trampling bushes. Los Angeles County deputies came to help round up the wandering herd. Authorities said by late Tuesday night, most of the cows had been gathered into trailers in a cul-de-sac. And oh my goodness, they were on a run. I mean, it says that they were trying to leave a slaughterhouse, so maybe they were just like, hey, we need to get out of here. Like they were just ready to go. I'm glad that they were at least gathered all together, because of course you don't want them to get hurt or anything, but that is a sight to see. I mean, usually you would hear a deer outside of our yards, and instead it's a cow.
Yeah, well, imagine like driving around that neighborhood and all of a sudden you don't just see like one, but you see like a whole herd of cows just running all over the place, just causing a ruckus. Yeah, I'd be a little surprised.
Look at that.
But it is funny that you said that, that like maybe one of them like had an idea like, oh guys, we got to get out of here, because it makes you think that when there's so many of them that escaped, makes you think how they got out.
I just think it's so funny too, seeing them all kind of clumped together, and then the one just takes off on his own and just says, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, right.
Really funny all around, and I can't even imagine being on the other side of getting that call and taking that seriously, even that even happened. So really bizarre all around. But now to take a turn about a different type of animal, chalking one up for the dangers of living near a national park in Thailand. A woman awoke early Saturday morning to find this scene after being awoken by a crashing and banging. This elephant was rummaging through her kitchen with its trunk, probably looking for food. It shouldn't have come as that much of a shock though. After all, the hole in her wall was already there from where an elephant broke in the previous month. The woman said she didn't have any food in her kitchen, but did have some salt stored there. So she thinks maybe that's what they were smelling and looking for. And just who doesn't have food in their kitchen, number one, but number two, you would think after that first elephant break-in, whatever you want to call it, that there would be something done to maybe not have that happen again. And I just think it's hilarious that not one, but that a second elephant has made its way to her home.
Right, yeah, and I love it, like the innocent look of the elephant as it peeks through that big hole there. But yeah, you'd think that like after it happened the first time, maybe you want to patch it up or whatnot, and maybe the having no food in the kitchen is like, you know, on purpose because of that previous elephant accident. Maybe it ate all the food. So many questions.
Absolutely. That definitely threw me off when you read that this was the second time. I was like, well, you know, maybe we should have thought about this before and, you know, patched a couple of things up. But, you know, it was really cute, though. The little elephant just peeking in there saying, good morning.
It was cute. I'm sure they meant no harm, and just, you know, looking for something. Maybe it was that salt or just some company, but either way, glad that nothing too severe happened there. Just that hole in the wall, of course.